COVID, it hasn't gone away. A lot of people say cases are at their highest level ever. Tarun, we go to The Guardian here, and they have a list of COVID symptoms, and this list has been expanded to include another 9 signs by the NHS.
Yeah, this is really interesting in that this is about living with COVID. Basically, let's include everything. And if you're poorly, you may have COVID. In fact, a good example, one of our schools last month had 30 staff off with COVID. They hadn't tested, they were poorly, took a test, and then they had COVID. Actually, the whole of the staff could have had COVID. With about 130 children. We're just living with it.
Because we know people who have COVID and are still told to report to work.
Yeah, so the law is you don't have to isolate, but the government guidance is that you should isolate. But of course, some individuals decide to, ignore that.
Or so companies decide to ignore that as well.
Yeah, I think at this point, what symptom isn't COVID? I mean, you sneeze, it's COVID. You have a slight cough, it's COVID. You're slightly tired, it's COVID. I think it's a bit ridiculous now, especially because one of the things that is causing so many staff shortages at the moment, because it's already beginning again, is the fact that people are testing positive and then choosing to isolate because they're being advised to, not necessarily because they feel really under the weather
and
feel too ill to go into work.
What extra symptoms should we be looking for?
I think the horse has bolted. Right. I don't think we can bring it back now and say, if you have this, you have to stay off. If people test, we give them a period of time. When the problem is you don't get free lateral flow tests now, so you can't tell if the line's going fainter. So when you're feeling better, come back to work. But that's the same as any other illness.